It's the 2025 crappiest country in the world competition. Tonight's matchup is between Somalia and Niger. Brought to you by Alphabet Plungers. Use both ends.
First, we're going to go to Niger, and something I would highly recommend you never do. Remember the 4 levels of State Department warning? Niger comes in at a level 3, but actually that's not entirely fair because regions of Niger are level 4, meaning don't travel there for any reason. You will die. No one's coming to rescue you. Now that begs the question, of course, which regions? Oh, I'm glad you asked. All the border regions. That's not great, considering Niger borders 7 countries. Essentially, the whole place is level 4 with a tiny sliver of level 3, where you only have to worry about crime, terrorism, and of course, kidnapping. Armed robbery seems to be a real specialty there, and in case you're wondering if it's got kind of a Mexico thing where the bad guys avoid the touristy areas, in fact, it's quite the opposite. They focus on the touristy areas, so you might just have a dessert of kidnapping with your continental breakfast at the Holiday Inn. I should also note, if you do choose to travel there, this one's a little bit unique. You have to be vaccinated for several things, including yellow fever, which probably would have helped out Eric Swalwell. Part of the reason the country is such a disaster is, you remember how I said they border 7 countries? Yeah, they apparently routinely take in refugees against their will from all 7 countries. Not only are they starving to death, 20% of the people don't even have enough food to live through the day. More people are coming in every day. 45% of the country living in extreme poverty. It's a little rough in Niger. But that brings us to, I don't want to handicap anything. I don't want to make predictions. I don't want to taint the vote, if you will. But that brings us to Somalia. And I've got to be honest, I don't know which way this tournament's going to go. It's up to you, not me, for the most part. But Somalia has to be considered a favorite, certainly a number 1 seed, to win the entire thing. Niger, that dump we just talked about, squared off against Somalia. And remember, you get to vote on this. It's on the show's Jesse Kelly Show Twitter page. Somalia got 90% of the vote, which is oddly ironic because whichever warlord currently has the most guns in Somalia usually gets 90% of the vote. Somalia, the entire thing, is level 4. You know, run-of-the-mill crimes we've gotten used to by now. Crime, terrorism, kidnapping. By the way, terrorism is a little bit deeper and more embedded in Somalia. We're talking car bombs, suicide vests. Don't think just because it seems peaceful it is. That Subaru Outback might not be driven by a lesbian, might actually be driven by a Muslim extremist getting ready to set off that nail bomb in front of you and your family. Somalia also mixes in a healthy dose of piracy, which is well known by now. Horn of Africa, a bunch of dirtballs with AK-47s driving up the ships, killing everybody, doing the standard pirate thing. Somalia is so severe, the risk of kidnapping or death is so high, they actually advise that you scrub your social media account completely if you ever visit there. Why, you ask? Because when you get kidnapped, which is almost inevitable, the group who kidnaps you is probably going to peruse your Instagram account, and if they see a woman showing her shoulders, she's probably going to get her head cut off. Female genital mutilation might be the most disgusting practice I have ever heard about. I will not explain it on this show because there are children listening. Just know it's actually worse than you imagine. It happens in Somalia, but bad things happen everywhere, of course. The question is, how prevalent is it? I'm glad you asked. It's 99%. 70% of Somalia lives in extreme poverty. The country is run by warlords and terrorists. The only good news I have out of Somalia is so many of the bad people have left Somalia. Of course, the bad news is they're all now in Minneapolis. The victor today, to be honest, it wasn't even close. Somalia.